All right, so today we're going to be working on a singles scenario, a singles cross court scenario where you're going to be trying to learn when you need to keep the ball playing from the baseline, either going in a neutral rally or a defensive rally. Now, where do you think you would normally be in terms of your positioning on court when you're playing neutrally? Andrew? Baseline, good. So would you say somewhere around here is pretty good for neutral? What about a little further back? You can still probably play a neutral. So where do we feel like we start to get a little defensive now? Yeah, Andrew? Yeah, so would we say maybe like here is really back or more? Here is pretty good? Yeah, so if we're taking the ball anywhere maybe around this far back as we're taking the ball, we're getting a bit more in a defensive situation here. Good. Now, what do you feel like you should be doing to your ball if it's defensive? And again, you're going to try to receive a ball that's coming in a bit high with a bit of spin on it. So, what do you feel like you should be doing, Andrew? Good, very good. So, when you're getting a defensive ball and you're calling defensive back here, I want you to try to hit it high as you're calling defense, and that'll really show me that you have the right idea. And the neutral here, you can keep it a bit lower. So, let's say anywhere in the neutral, around 2 racket lengths, anywhere defensive, above 2 racket lengths. That sound good? All right, perfect. I'm going to have a line over here. So, we're going to hit 3 balls each. We're going to have one on the forehand side, one on the backhand side. After you hit your 3 balls, I want you to rotate going to the right side. So if you're on the backhand side here, you're going to end up here. If you finish your forehands, you're going to wait. Okay, 2 people on, 1 person off. Let's get it started. So 3 balls, neutral or defensive. Backhands on your side, Dobermill. Forehands on your side, Andrew. Ready? I need the call out. So you're going to call it before the ball bounces on the ground. 3 balls, Dobermill. 3 balls. That's fine. Afterwards, 3 balls. Andrew, that's your last. Okay, good. Your balls are doing what they kind of want them to do, but I need you to make the call out. It's pretty loud in here, so before the ball bounces, either neutral or defensive. Okay? Good. There it is. Hey, how you doing, Jocko? Good. Nice, Valentina. That's okay. Good call out. What is it, Dobermill? Good. That was neutral. For you, that was neutral. Okay. All right, switch. If it feels like it pushes you back, though, that's getting into the defensive. Good, Andrew. You can feel like you can stay there and take it. Good call out before. Valentina, let me hear you. Was that neutral or defensive, Valentina? Defensive. Good. Defend. If it's defend, maybe back up a little bit. Don't try to just take it. Yeah. And you guys agreed if it's defend, higher on the ball. Good, Andrew. Good height. Rotate. That was better. Good. Still make the calls before the bounce. That's a little late, Dobermill. Earlier. That's okay. Get back in, Valentina. Good. That's better. Good, Valentina. Switch. Andrew, you're back in. Ready. Let's go. Good, neutrals. Good. Even if you feel like you're getting pulled away and you need to take time, that's a defend, right? It doesn't always need to be back. Good. These are better calls. Whoops, sorry. Make the space, though, Dobermill. Good. Even if it's fast, defensive. Very good, Valentina. Hey. Good. Rotate. Few more. Good, Valentina. Good making the space there, Andrew. Good low, high ball. Sorry, good high, slow ball. Good. That's better. We're making it before the bounce. But you took that as a neutral, right? So that might have been more neutral for you because it wasn't pushing you back a bit. So make sure you know the call. Okay, you guys are doing really well, making sure you can make the call before the bounce. I want to challenge your timing a little bit more. I want you to make the call as the ball's traveling past the net. Okay, so your call is earlier. Earlier. Last few minutes on this one. Ready? Good. I need to hear it louder, Valentina. Good. We're going to do backhands on your side. There it is. Good. There it is, Dobermill. Good. That's a little late, Valentina, as the ball's crossing the net. Don't wait too long. Ready? Good, even if it's fast. Good, Andrew. That could have been neutral. I think you could have stood your ground there. Yes, it was faster, but you could take that. Ready? Good. It feels like if you have balance, that's more of a neutral. Good. Andrew, earlier call. Good, as it's passing the line. That's definitely defensive, Dobermill. Good. Ready? Good, Valentina. See if we can get a little bit earlier here. Good, Dobermill, with your timing. Valentina, I didn't hear you there a little earlier. Yeah, that's it. Good switch. Last one here. Then we pick up. Good. Good, Andrew, a little earlier, and that's backhand on that side. Yeah, earlier, as the ball's crossing the net. Make the space. All right, let's get the balls up. Sometimes, even when that was like a slightly high ball, you can make it neutral if it's bouncing around the baseline. Just get to the side, pick it up on the rise. Right? Some of you were kind of doing that, but you were still yelling defensive. You made that neutral. No, if it's short, then don't call anything. That's my bad feed if I did it. You shouldn't get any. Approach shot is technically a build ball.
What if it's
So you.
defensive job that I run into it?
What do you mean? Like the ball's supposed to be pushing you back, but you ran into it?
Yeah, like
That's bad decision making. Yeah. Well, so like the situation I told you earlier, where you can get on the side of it and pick it up on the rise. That's different. You made that in. Well, you shouldn't. Don't run into it, but you can make that neutral or building if you're able to step in. Huh?
Do you want me to say the baseline no matter what?
No. If the ball is going short, then you pull in. Right? That just means the feed isn't accurate. But if the ball is pushing you back, or should be pushing you back, right? Because the height, then it wouldn't make any sense for you to step into it, right?
Some of them I take like when they're bouncing up, they're high speed.
You're taking on the rise.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So would that be neutral?
That would be neutral. Yeah, that was the scenario I talked about earlier. Like some of these might be defensive, but you can make some of them neutral if it's not pushing you back enough, right? If you get to the side of it quickly. You don't what? Yeah, they're not supposed to all feel neutral, but
some of them feel more like provocative for me to run in.
Yeah, so some of them are not pushing you back enough, and it's becoming more of a build ball. So that's more on me. But okay, so we're gonna transition now into point play. I'm gonna feed out the ball on that side. So we'll have Valentina start over here. You're gonna play 2 points to beat the other person on this side, and you still need to make the calls the whole time. So either defensive or neutral. If you're getting pulled in, kind of like what I talked about with Dobermill, don't make the call at all. So you're not going to say build or attack or anything like that. You're only going to say defense and neutral. Everything else is just you don't have to say it. Okay? 2 points to win. Let's go. Dobermill and Andrew, you're on the far side with me. Yeah. You move the lines. Good. Dobermill, you want to be first? Andrew's first. All right. Cross court starting. Ready? Remember, Valentina, defense or neutral? Good. It's okay. You don't have to call that one, Andrew. Nice try. Still try to call it out. Second point. Let's go other side now. Other side. Yeah, that's out. Andrew, you're on the far side. Ready, cross. 5, 4. Right side over mill. 3, 2, 1. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I was trying not to hit Dobermill. Let's redo that. Redo that. Come on, Andrew. Oh, sorry. That's fine. Ready? Oh, Andrew, so fast. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Switch, 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 switch. On some of those neutral shots, don't try to bring it straight down.
Yeah.
Try to extend out a little bit more. Good. Good defensive ball. Valentina, get ready. Valentina, no switch. You lost 2. You lost 2. Only if you win 2. Only if you win 2. Yeah, that's okay. Ready, Andrew? Oh, God, that's out. And dead ball. Careful of that ball. Good. Oh, that's out. All right, next try on me. I'll give you another chance. You weren't ready, Dobermill. That's fine. Interference. Ready? Don't try to blast the neutral ball, guys. We need to keep that in the rally. Let's redo that. I was in Andrew's way. Sorry. There was a ball on his court. Good, Andrew. Play it out. Nice deep slice there. Switch, 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 switch. Valentina, you're back in. Let's go. It's your turn to take over there, Valentina. Ready, Andrew? Is that neutral? Yeah, maybe a little bit more further back, right? Or if it is neutral, just make a little bit more of a step. Yeah, there we go. Good, Valentina. Call it earlier. I want the earlier call. So I know it's pretty tough in the heat of it, but I still want the call around the time the ball is passing the net. All right? Yeah. Call it Dobermill. That's too late. Let's call it earlier before the ball crosses the net. Okay, switch. Left side, left side, left side. Ready? Nice try. Get to the side. Kate, Valentina, you're back in. Oh, that's green dot. Sorry. Switch that out. Switch that out. Where's these green dots coming from? Get these out of my face. Here. Call it earlier, Andrew. Good. I like that you got stumbled there. Try to make the call as early as you can before the ball, or as the ball's crossing. Good, Valentina. Good. That's better on the call timing. Switch, 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 switch. Good. Dobermill's got the sweater off. He's nice and ready. Ready, Valentina, and go. Oh, that's a green dot. Sorry. Get that out of here. I got to look at these balls beforehand. Last couple minutes here, guys. Oh, hit the ball in. Call it earlier. That was on the bounce already. That's a late call. No. Sorry, Dobermill's still on, even if he loses the first point. Sorry. It's 2 points. Good pickup. Nice, Dobermill. That's not a neutral, though. Good. You don't have to call it if it's pulling you in, right? That's not really neutral. That's becoming a building, so you can just leave that. But good hits. Ready, Valentina? Nice. That's a neutral. But I like the calls early on the call. Nice point. Second point. Good point, Andrew. Switch, switch, switch. 3, 2, 1. Is that green dot or dead? That's green dot. Yeah, switch around. Sorry. The ball. Good pickup. Earlier timing. Better, Dobermill, but don't blast it. If it's neutral, keep it in, right? 70%. Live in the... Oh, sorry. Good save. That's defensive, Dobermill. Good. These are both defensive. Call it. I know you're in the heat. You're like, oh, God, but, like, just call it. Even if it feels like a, oh, God. Defend! Ready? Your racket? Oh. Oh, sorry. Here. Okay, let me hit that in. Let me hit that in. Sorry. Here, ready? Oh, jeez. This lady. Call it earlier, Valentina. That's late. That's late. Make the call as it's crossing. That's out as well. Your ball was out first, Andrew. We're going to give that to Valentina. Valentina, I want you to make this call earlier, okay? I know you're a little tired, but as soon as it's crossing over the net, let's make the judgment. Ready? Oh, let me hit that in. Sorry, Andrew. Andrew, I got a question. On that first one that you took, does this feel neutral or defensive? Even though the positioning. This is a defensive. This is automatically a pickup position, right? So it's a bit more defensive. Yeah, she did. Well, that puts you in a defense situation. Even though it's like I'm around the baseline, this is kind of the exception here, right? Let's get it over the net. Ready? I would say that's a defense. You had no time. That was the first point, right? Sorry. Wait, no. Was that second? I think that was second. That was second. Sorry. Ready, Valentina? A little higher over the net. That's fine. Ready? Out. All right. That's 1-1. 1-1. Let's tie break. Tie break. Tie break. We didn't get a 1-1 yet. Good defense shot. Earlier, Andrew, make the call. Make the call. I'm not going to count that as Andrew's point. He did not make the call. Got to make it. That would have been perfect if you just yelled neutral. That's your point, Valentina. Ready? Last point here. Make the space, though. You're barely behind it, right? Also, why no backhands? Oh, okay. All right. No, we can work on that, though. No, we can work on that. You got to just work on creating the height without adding too much power. Okay, come on in. We'll pick up the balls after. Come on in, Andrew. We'll pick up after. I just got to do a wrap up. Okay, so how do you guys feel? What did we learn?
I got way better at my timing.
Good, because you're making the calls much earlier, right? So that's good. Anything else?
It's creating extra stress in my head, so when I'm not thinking about it, it feels easier to hit. When I'm not thinking about it.
That's good. When you're not thinking about, so when you're not thinking about making
when
the calls.
Thinking it like creates extra, so it makes me focus more.
Yeah.
So when I'm not trying to call it, it's way easier to play.
Okay. Like, but did you feel like your perception was getting better after that first one? No? You don't feel like you were easier to make it figure out if it was a neutral or defensive? You got more confused?
No, there's a lot of neutrals. I called a lot of neutrals, and then I ended up going here, like it was or like said it got where.
Yeah.
And ended up facing.
So you probably were very focused on the positioning of the court.
Yeah.
You were like, okay, well, Stefan told me on the baseline I'm very much neutral in all these positions. But the other added component was the time factor. If we felt like we had not enough time, that's a defensive. Inherently, that's defensive because we need to buy the time back. Valentina, anything for you? Yeah. Higher. Good. And I actually saw that a lot more. Like every time you got a defensive ball, you were taking your time and creating that height instead of just like earlier when we were doing the drill and I was feeding to you guys were like, defensive, and I'm like, what is this? This doesn't look like you're defending at all now. But after, as you guys got more into it, then I started to see actual higher balls going into defensive. So that's good. My only point would be on neutral, because I'm still seeing the neutral, right? On neutral, try to keep it in. You're keeping the rally consistent. So don't go, I'm going to go straight to 80, 90% of my shot. Go for 60, 70. 70 is usually better, but if you are not in the right position or whatever, 60 might help you a little bit more here, right? At the end of the day, you want to try to outlast your opponent, right? Rather, and especially if you're in a defensive situation, you want to outlast and try to get back into the rally. So don't always try to hit everything hard. Okay? Great job, guys. Thank you very much. And I'll help you guys pick the balls. No problem. All right? I'll pick up. Me too. Hey, one sec. Let me end this.